I thought, you were just thinking stuff.
No, I'd already made up my mind. I was gonna wait till the day afterwards so I didn't crash out. But she started to lie. Over and over again. And then she could hear in my voice. She knew something was wrong. He did too.
You were pretty pissed off yesterday.
Yeah. There's one thing that I can't stand, and that's a chronic liar. Especially somebody that's a direct report to me. Makes it impossible for me to make the right decisions. Well, like I said, I was not planning on it to be yesterday evening, but she kept picking and picking and picking, and why are you not saying anything? Something feels off. And so I slowly started to spill my truth. But I still held it in. But I think she knew. So she left her own accord.
Did you, I mean, I guess it's not really my business, but I am just curious, like, did you ask her why she was lying and like give her a,
I didn't even call it out that much. The lies were too deep. I don't give a fuck. I wanna, Maxwell, I am too kind. And of my closest friends, they keep telling me that. My kindness continues to be abused. There's a side of me that you've never seen, Maxwell. This is not who I am. I demand results. I demand performance. You know, a long time ago, I had a... have you ever met a... do you know Denzel Williams?
is he in Civ Gang? That's the only Denzel I know besides the other one.
You ever been to Chumash Pier?
Yeah.
My daughter's club's over there. Call it the family pier because that's where we used to execute people. Throw their bodies over the side. He too was the mayor at one point. We had a man named Miles Landon that used to work for us. One day, Denzel and Miles, they decided to... Well, they ended up killing somebody out in the fields of grapeseed. And Miles freaks out, and he keeps the gun on him. Next thing you know, he's caught, gun in hand. Perhaps maybe only an hour later. I wake up the next morning to all this news. I asked Miles what the fuck happened. And he begins to lie. Come up with excuses. I fucking hate excuses. There's reasons things happen, and then there's excuses. There's telling the truth, and then there's fucking lying through your teeth. Well, let's just say Miles learned his lesson when we got him to jump off the mountain, shatter his legs, type shit. Let me ask you something, Morse. How can you trust somebody that lies, tells you one thing, tells someone something else? At what point do you lose trust? How do you know when they're telling you the? At what point, like, do you start yourself not knowing what is and what isn't?
We talked about this yesterday. I understand, and I myself realized that I was being lied to my face, and I didn't want to tell you that because it's drama, and I mean, I should be able to deal with it.
Moss is dead.
What? What? No, Avery said she got on a fucking plane and she's on a beach drinking a margarita.
Landed. I'm
Nino.
fucking with you. Yeah, no, I don't know what she is.
Jesus fucking Christ, Nino. I love Moss, okay? I think she's a boss ass bitch, and I'm just upset that I honestly thought even with what you were saying yesterday, and yes, I know you were like being sincere, I just thought that maybe you guys could like work it out. It was just maybe she just was gonna come clean and tell you what you needed to hear or what you wanted to hear. I don't know.
That would not be what I wanted.
Well, you know the truth. You said you were lied to, and I feel like, I just, again, I don't know what the lies are about, but I just thought that you guys were closer than that.
I gotta think about something real quick. One sec. Okay. I wasn't expecting it either. I think she knew something was going to happen the moment Turner showed up. The day I got sworn in.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I brought up the issues that I had, she sort of abruptly said, I guess it's time for a new chief. And that kind of caught me off guard at the time, right? Let's keep in mind, 6 weeks prior to this, maybe even 2 months, I could sense her and Peters were pretty checked out. So I had to constantly ask him, like, hey, do you still want to do this? You know, when you sense the energy, someone is sort of like done, and you can sense it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's been like. I think she's just been waiting for a moment. Then with everything coming to a head, I think she made a choice.
Do you think that she was wanting Trig to replace her, and that's why she was like babying him?
I don't know. But even last night, when I brought up the thing about her saying she wanted to get fired or whatever over at the prison, she kept denying. It wasn't just one DOC guard that told me. It was 2 DOC guards and a civilian. She chalked it up originally as like she was just playing it up. And then when I pressed her again on the matter, I said, well, so are you looking to quit? Are you locked in? She wouldn't even give me an answer. And Turner was there to witness it all. She said, well, I've been trying to tell you for a while. So even for myself, I couldn't even tell. Like, are you telling? Because like 1 minute she's like, oh yeah, you know, I was finally excited again with Chief.
Yeah.
And then the next minute she'd say, well, I've been trying to tell you I want to quit for some time. So like it wasn't ever a straight answer. I think she just didn't want to make the choice on her own accord until she finally did. So it was very strange. Like I said, it was like a eventually when you make up so many lies, you don't even know what the truth is anymore. That's what that conversation sounded like. Maybe at some point she started to lie to herself. But I think it's good it all happened now. I think had this taken longer, like let's say I made the transition in 2 weeks,
Yeah.
be less of a, runway.
Oh. I mean, Turner asked me this morning, like, how things are right now. And I just told him people are just kind of being silly and goofy,
I don't think anything changes. What do you know about Stanley Miller?
Who the hell is that?
I don't know. I'm not signed in. I'm so.
The fuck? Tugs? I know that he ran for mayor once, and he likes to pretend a lot. And he's 19, dude.
Really?
Why? Nino, one of my questions during interviews is, are you old enough to buy drinks? He's not even old enough to buy a fucking margarita.
He is. What do you mean?
There's no way.
Yeah, it's legal to have alcohol at 18. In fact,
Okay.
It's legal to be 12 years old and buy alcohol in San Andreas.
So you're telling
Yeah.
So you're telling me that you want the new chief?
Oh, I never said that.
Okay.
Yeah. But now that you mention it,
You might as well just leave. I mean, what's wrong with Peters?
I don't want to go into the details of my plan just yet. I think I want everyone to kind of hear that for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think it's going to be a fun 2.5 months. I've got a lot of good things planned. and needs the right person for the job, bringing in the right kind of energy.
So you figured that out all last night?
No. I
when Moss was quitting?
No, I already had this plan about 2 weeks ago. I think around, I'd say a couple days before I got into office again. But like I had a timeline in my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, and when I say timeline, it was more like if Moss needed to be replaced.
I will
like a
say
contingency, so to speak. I wouldn't say contingency. I knew she was out. Look, I knew she was out the moment she was on the bench, and just like goes, well, I think you need a new chief. You know what I mean? Like that tells you something, right? It lose confidence at that point.
Maybe.
I mean, she didn't even say goodbye. She just left. You know, I did give her the option to stick around. Like, hey, you know, maybe, you know, announce in like 24 hours, like help transition your stuff. And she was like, nah.
Did she? No, I briefly talked to Peters this morning, like very brief. I don't know. Does she know that she was a good chief?
I told her. I kept it professional. Even when I was pissed. Trust me, I held back a lot.
So I am a little nervous about what's going to happen going forward. Because somebody coming in, it's just, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, if it happens today, if it happens in 3 months, it's going to happen. So, yeah, just a little stressed out about it, but, like, I'm still going to just do my job, Nino. I will do whatever I need to do.
Anything.
To support.
Okay.
Listen, I don't want my officers getting thrown to the fucking wolves.
They won't.
They've worked too hard to get where they are, and I really don't want them to have to start over.
Yeah.
So I just really hope with whatever, you know, you're doing, whatever happens, you know, I'm able to work with that. And I will.
I'll tell you right now that my plan is to continue where things are and advance the LSPD. And I think when you hear my plan at the meeting coming up, it'll make sense.
Okay.
Maybe not right away, but
okay.
But yeah. Obviously, I can't promise. I can promise I'll try. I always have a hard time promising, you know, things with certainty, right?
Yeah.
Not everything is
you don't
in.
Have to promise. I know that you're going to look out for our best interest. I just am nervous that people present what they want you to see during certain times. And it's not always like who they are. You know, like people applying to be sheriff, right? The same thing. But again, I do trust you. I know you see through bullshit. So I'm still a little nervous, but I mean, I'm human.
Where do you think the announcement should be made? Do you think
When do I think it should be made?
Be public or
Oh, did you say where?
Yeah. Let me call Peters real quick.
Do the top of that new thing. Avery was just pointing out how nice it looks.
It should be public. You know what? Maybe it should be at the PD, you know?
Yeah.
Let me see if...
Too bad you couldn't do it when Mumbles was announcing the sheriff.
Peters, I'm thinking that we make a public announcement. Or do you think it should be call all the departments down to Mission Row PD?
When for this? Well, I don't know because Blaine County is getting a sheriff today too. So
yeah, but that's later tonight.
Is it tonight?
I don't think it's gonna be at Tsunami. You think it is?
I thought it was at Tsunami.
Can you find out?
What time is the sheriff being announced tonight? Yeah, it's the same time as our meeting. Talk to Mumbles. Talk to Mumbles. That could work out. Is he around?
All right, bye.
Yeah.
Apparently it's apparently at the ship meeting they're announcing the new sheriff.
They are? Okay, so then it's a good idea then.
I wonder who he's asking though. Mumbles isn't usually awake at this time.
Well, Jimbo and Cassidy said they weren't sure when they were announcing it, because Mumbles isn't around till later. So,
yeah, there's no way they're doing it at that time.
Hello, Jimbo Sunswim.
What time is the announcement?
I think it's right at Tsunami.
Based on
when my tenure ends.
Mumbles isn't usually awake till in the evening.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I'm gonna email him.
And he's asleep, according to Magic. Yeah, he's asleep.
Syrup. Sausage.
Okay. I'll see if he says anything.
All right. Thank you, Jimbo.
Bye.
Do you think it should be a shift announcement or a city announcement? Like public?
Shift.
Okay. All right. Use it.
Why do I not have your number? Is this a new phone?
You got to open up your contacts.
Oh, all right.
All right. I'm going to ask BCSO to come on down as well.
All right.
All right. Easy. I'll see you then.
All right. Later. Bye.
Let me just call Aspen real quick. Do we know if she's around?
Let me see. wasn't. No, she's not. She's not on duty.
Do you know who is?
Yes, I'm on duty, Nino. You have the
BCSO commander. Ask him to come on down. Oh wait, Jimbo's a show.
interim. Yeah, Jimbo and Jenna are interim sheriff and under sheriff.
Hello, Nino.
Hey, can you have BCSO come down to the Mission Row PD for Tsunami?
Let me, because I don't know if Mumbles wants to do like his own announcement, if that makes sense.
I think he does, and I think it's going to be at a different time. But double check. But if not,
Yep.
definitely come on down. I mean, you guys can skip the chief announcement, but that's up to you.
What are you eating?
Your mom?
What are you actually eating? It sounds good.
Yeah, your
Is it
mom.
like a beef piece of chicken or something?
No, it's a bagel.
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. Chew with your mouth closed and then swallow. Jesus.
Everything bagel,
Cream
Listen,
cheese
I was
or
up till
everything
3 a.m.
bagel or
last
what?
day, all right? I got to slam some
blueberry.
everything bagel. Yeah. With
Nice. What kind of
jalapeno
cream cheese?
cream cheese.
Ew, you lost
It's so good. Holy fuck.
me. You-
I
Who's
fuck
your
with
new chief?
chives and cream cheese, but everything bagel.
Turner?
He hasn't been around for a couple months.
Is it Turner?
Miller.
Miller? Who's the fuck's Miller?
Stanley
Lucas?
Miller.
No, I don't even know him.
All right. Yeah. I don't
Never
even
heard
know
of
if
him.
he's got a profile. Yeah. All right.
Okay, good for him.
Yeah. Talk to you soon. Bye. All right. They're unsure when their thing is, but I'm pretty sure they're
Yeah.
announcing it like later.
Yeah, I think so too. They're having an event an hour and a half after the meeting. Like, where's Osvaldo? I would assume that they might do it around then,
Yeah.
but who knows?
Yeah. All right. Well, shit. This is good. This is good. I think this solves a lot of things at once, if I'm going to be honest. We need to
Sure.
put Trig on a watch list.
What?
What, you
do
don't
you
think
mean?
he's going to become a terrorist? He's going to have his Joker moment. It's Friday, too.
I don't.
And technically,
honestly,
she got
he might-
fired on a Friday.
he might crash out
Yeah, with an automatic firearm.
that she got fired or
Yeah.
quit. She quit.
Oh, my
Right.
God. Trig got her fired.
Don't
Ho-
fucking say that.
No, but
you can't.
I-
You
if she-
cannot say that
if
because then that
the
falls
every-
back on me.
No, it doesn't. It's not even about you. That wasn't even it. It's because it was because oh my God, Trig went around telling everybody that he got promoted.
What?
Oh, I didn't tell you this.
Who the fuck is he telling?
He was going around telling DOC that he's getting a promotion. The thing we didn't know
Oh
was
my God.
yes. Yeah. So
is that why Viv and Stevie stayed off duty? Because they knew he was getting fucking promoted? So fuck
Look,
Maxwell anyway?
Look, no, I don't know if they maybe. I don't know. I don't think that was it, but look, the day Moss crashed out, and she was like, "Oh my God, my poor Trig," and she was like, a member of DOC asked her, "What, did Nino fire you?" She's like, "No, but I've been trying to be fired for quit or fired for so long, but he won't let me." And then it was 3 members of DOC, maybe 4, that overheard this, separately relaying it to me, right? And they, Peters came, they were together, and they were trying to talk to Trig, and it was like Trig, Vivian, and Stevie. And instead of talking to them, they all 3 got in a car and drove off. That's when I first realized that I'm being, that was part of the, why are you leaving the shit out type shit. You know what I mean?
Wait. So Stevie and Viv were there?
Yes.
So they heard everything?
No. They didn't hear that.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't hear that part. But for me, the fact that it was being portrayed to me that like Stevie and Vivian, they got nothing to do with it, they're just supporting their friend. But like now the chief is over there trying to talk to Trig, and the three of them get in a car and drive off. That's like, fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like that's not even supporting. That's saying fuck you, Moss. You know what I mean?
That's what they did to me, Nino, when they left after my promotion.
Yeah. These games ain't going to be played with me. You know what I'm saying? The next day, right, when everything was all good, right, Trig was supposed to come back on duty. And when I told you I had people watching and taking photographs, I'm not kidding you. Because I wanted to make sure that when I was out of the city on Wednesday, that my people were monitoring. Right? Because I didn't, at this point, I already knew, like, I'm being lied to and shit, right? I needed proof. I needed evidence.
You did call me the other day and said, like, are these people not on duty? And I was like, no. And then you asked something, and I'm like, yeah. And then you were just like, okay. You were like fucking pissed. And I didn't, like, Yeah,
of course. Because
I know. But I was not, I was just trying to let it settle, Nino. People have temper tantrums, great. Do it not in my fucking face. Even though you're on Twitter making it in everybody's fucking face. But, I don't know.
So check it. The next day, I get relayed again from not just the DOC, but civilians. Right? Obviously monitoring for me.
Yeah.
And Trig was asked, did Moss get fired or something or whatever? And it's like, are you good now? I forgot what they told me what the shoe into the conversation was. But he said that he's getting promoted. And we weren't sure whether that was because he was getting promoted in the event Moss gets fired, he becomes chief. Or he was told he's going to get a promotion, right?
For throwing a temper tantrum?
God knows what. So I didn't know which of it was, but I brought it up yesterday when I told you that. I literally wanted to let just Turnip speak because I was cooked and I was already kind of pissed. I had heard all this stuff like 30 minutes before the meeting I was supposed to have. So I wanted to keep it in. I wanted to think about it overnight. And,
what the fuck? What? Bro, they just stole your fire.
I'm going to do it right afterwards. Fuck it. Yeah.
Can you... Here we go. You're going to have to fucking...
All right. So, right after, hey, Tyler.
Did you see that announcement?
Yeah, we're gonna do it afterwards and have people. We're gonna go to the government building.
Everybody, or
so can we go up there then for their meeting?
Yeah, we'll send it out afterwards.
Okay, so what's? I don't understand what's going on. Are we going up to BCSO then, and then after that
so
we're
going
meeting
to
after?
Blaine
Let's
County
go.
first,
Let's
Nino?
go support BCSO.
Yeah, I want to do that.
And then afterwards, we'll do another one because we're not in a rush. You know what I mean? Sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Osvaldo.
Should we have the whole meeting there then? Is that Peters? Was that Peters?
Yes.
Okay, is he gonna...
So I brought it up, right? I brought it up, and I heard more bullshit. It was like, well, I promised him ass chief like 6 weeks ago, maybe if he gets better, and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just sitting over here like, how are you throwing Viv under the bus and like saying shit about Maxwell? And then this guy's like literally a Make-A-Wish and like does no wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot. I don't know. Listen, the point here is like eventually the lies like they catch up to people. You know what I mean? Nothing more, nothing less. And at the end of the day, Moss did a lot for the LSPD, and that's not going to be forgotten. But, it's time for a new chapter.
Oh. Yeah, I don't, damn, I could have really crashed out if he got promoted after his temper tantrum.
Well, it was in that moment I realized that decisions were no longer being made for the betterment of the county and Los Santos Police Department, but for something else. And there's no way I could be convinced otherwise.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you realized it. I had no fucking idea all that shit was happening with the DOC and all that other promotion, this, that, but holy fuck.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna think it's my fault.
Yeah.
I don't care how you spin it, Nino. Everybody is already, oh, hey, interim chief Maxwell. Everybody, Frost told me to grow up on the way over here. Everybody's gonna think it's my fucking fault. That's how I feel. Whatever.
I don't think anyone's going to even think of it, because I think those that have been pointing in your direction don't do police work, with all due respect.
Yeah. Well, I am just a patrol cop after all.
Yeah. Well.
All right, Nino, I'll see you at the meeting.
All right. You take care.